Stanley, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm good. You good?
What are you doing up still?
Nothing. I was just checking something.
Oh, okay.
Come here. I don't know what got into me, but as soon as Jayla looked underneath the blanket to see what I was doing, I snapped into a character that I've never been before. I went from Stanley to Stavon. No fast heartbeat, no sweating, no shaking. I think I was evolving into an F-boy or something. Like, I got grills. I started laughing like Duke Dennis. Where did these tats come from? And before I said, come here, as I was turning around to Jayla's direction, I moved the phone underneath my pillow, and as I was rotating and rolling over to face her some more, I pushed the phone from under my pillow to underneath her pillow. I never understood why God gave me the wingspan of a pterodactyl until today. So my body is back in the position of how we were originally cuddling when she was laying on me, and her phone was kinda in the same spot as before. But mind you, the phone is locked for an hour. I really need her to not see this phone right now. Like, I cannot let her grab her phone by any means necessary to even check the time or anything. And now remember, I haven't looked at her yet, because depending on what face she's making, that will decide if she's gonna break our situationship, break the tension in this room, or break my heart, like physically. So by the time I say come here, I look up at Jayla with my arms stretched out, and I see her look down and start patting on the bed for her okay, no. I need to take action. I need her to hug me back so that she doesn't continue searching for her phone. So I just damn near tackled this 110-pound woman and I lovingly bear hug her until eventually her fatigue took care of the rest.
Look, once again, like I said, this is not my proudest moment. Okay, like I said, I was scared. All right, the reason that I am acting this way is like I have so much anxiety and distrust towards this woman, this human being, right, that I'm supposed to just have be my partner. So now I'm just over here cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on the side of the bed, making my fifth prayer to God for the night, like, God, please just send me like a sign or a pigeon with a sign on it, because at this point, bro, I just need something to grasp. I just need a reason to have hope, and at this point I'll genuinely take anything.
And as she's lying on my chest sound asleep, her hair all over the place, I'm just staring up at the ceiling like, dang, I did not get any type of closure from this. But then it dawned upon me, if she's the one that changed the password and I wasn't just getting it wrong, that really tells me everything that I needed to know right there. Even if I don't know who she's been texting super late at night, even if I don't know what the app she was hiding on her phone had in them, I don't need to know. And it's okay to just trust myself, because before this, I'm not gonna lie, the reason I didn't want to get in a relationship and settled for an eater is because I have this disturbing ability to only date girls who cheat. Like, if I summoned all my past exes that cheated on me in one place, it'll look like the Avatar state, just rows of people who had multiple people inside of them at once with white stuff glowing on their face. Eventually though, it gets to the time where Jayla has to leave and I help her pack her stuff. She kisses me goodbye on the cheek and I kiss her back. The wires in my head just connected that this is also my own fault too. And let me show you how. With no clues, no proof, and no passwords to make up this Airbnb escapade, it was officially a fumble. But the changed password was good enough for me. So as she's pulling out of the driveway and I'm left there alone with the silence of my not so mature actions and the insecurities, the final results were in. I knew exactly what needed to be done. I need to break up with my eater. Now, breakups at any magnitude are never easy, okay? Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a situationship, whatever the ship is, it's gonna be hard. The only ship that ever broke easy was the Titanic. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to break the tension in the video because it kind of gets serious from here on out. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that wasn't a good icebreaker. Okay, I'll stop. Okay. Ah, man. Back to Jayla.
Now, right, okay. From my understanding of this night, I'm a smooth criminal, okay? Jayla has no idea that I done did what I already did. And y'all know my body, okay? I'm at the crib. I'm continuing things as if they were normal, even though I know and understand that the breakup is coming though. Like, it's about to happen. And the reason that I'm like continuing as if it was normal isn't because I'm dodging it. It kind of is because I'm dodging it, because I don't want to see women cry. Like, I hate it. You get what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand. Part of the reason that I talk about women so much is because I love women. Like, not even like in a sexual way, that too, but like because like every step of my life there has been like a woman figure there that has helped me to some degree. So because of that, I'm like sensitive to women's feelings. So I don't like being the reason that they cry. Therefore, I'm kind of avoiding Jayla at all costs.
A couple of days passed and I wanted the good times that we had at the Airbnb to just kind of marinate, because the hardest part about knowing that, oh, I'm gonna break up with this person, to me, is not feeling like a liar, because we all wait, even if it's just a little bit, before actually breaking up with someone. And during that time, we'll act like things are okay, or at the bare minimum, I'll be a little distant. But as soon as I smile or make a joke with them, knowing I'ma leave, I feel like a liar, and I hate that. But sometimes you gotta wait until they're ready to speak, or until you're ready to tell the person that you used to like that is over. And on top of that, remember, this is my first breakup ever. I'm not mobile and we haven't seen each other in literal days. So when I thought enough time passed, I did my best and I took the time to call her and not text her. So we're on the phone together and I give her the news in the softest, most heartwarming way that I could. I tell her that we shouldn't go any further because I do care for her, but I'm not in a place where I can handle a relationship with you. I would have told you in person if I could, but I can't. So to save us from each other, let's end it here. And the worst thing ever happened. Jayla starts crying on the phone, and it went from a sob to a borderline panic attack. And I'm trying to calm her down, but how could I, you know? And I don't remember what she said outside of the fact that she didn't like how I didn't do it in person, but it was so bad that it was to the point that I felt horrible. So horrible that I
got back together with her. I know. Yeah, I know. Not smart. I know. But bro, like seeing her cry, hearing her voice shake in real time, literally seeing her smile fade away broke me down into pieces that I didn't even know could get that small. Like, and even though I want to be very empathetic to this situation, as I'm growing up, the older I get, the more I realize that whether she meant it intentionally or unintentionally, this is something that I'm trying to get better at. If somebody wants to leave, out of respect for that other person, you're supposed to allow them to leave, not essentially try to make them stay, because they made up their mind for a reason. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, unintentionally, maybe intentionally, she kind of forced me back into the relationship using my feelings. At the end of the day, the decision falls on me because I'm the one who said yes or no. But just if you find yourself in this position, somebody wants to leave you or you want to leave somebody, the respectful thing to do is to respect that person. Because at the end of the day, unintentionally crying me back into our situationship just for you to keep being shady, hey, I'm not gonna cap. To me, right? To me though, that just kind of sounds like manipulation.
And that proceeded to last like another entire 3 weeks, maybe a month of us just being a dysfunctional couple, with Jayla continuing her shady ways and by me being more and more distant as each day passed. And each date we went on started stacking up, and the more and more dates that I went on, the more I realized that I'm either being manipulated or this is entirely my fault and there's no in between. Because why am I at a bowling alley? Why am I kissing you on Christmas? Why am I calling you on New Year's, taking you to dinner? And when I stop doing these things, you cry. But if I keep doing them, I'm unhappy. But I'm choosing to be unhappy so that she doesn't cry? On top of the fact that Jayla knows that she's being shady. She'd step away to answer calls or flip her phone when she gets texts, small stuff like that. But like I said, this is still also partly my fault because I put myself in a position that wasn't me and I didn't change. I'm gonna take you on a date and not go to the crib. I'm gonna go to the movie and not get you in the backseat. I'm gonna keep the sentimental drawings we made together, the gifts we got each other, and every video of us together is still gonna be in my phone like a goofy, but that's me. And I let a girl who's not like that and shady get the best of me. I'm out here meeting every criteria of the type of man that she wants while she's only being sneaky. All because I broke the rules. I was in boyfriend territory way before she was in girlfriend territory because I didn't even understand how to operate as an eater's meal or something. And even if she got into girlfriend territory herself, I didn't do a good job of deferring her from crossing that boundary.
Like me kissing her back, me trying to fill the vacuum suction 3000. Shoot, even me getting the Airbnb was done through like the lens of like somebody who was dating, if that makes sense. Like everything I did could be seen as a date idea, not like a eater situation. These emotions that I'm like, oh my gosh, she just randomly started developing, they're not that random when you really kind of start thinking about it. She spent a portion of her life only getting into guys' bedroom windows, passenger seats, and like twin size mattresses. You feel what I'm saying? So when somebody comes along and does different and better, I can see where her head kind of got messed up. And on top of that, I was low key egging on the romance, bro. Like I knew what I was doing was romantic, bro, because that's why I was doing it. I like romantic stuff. So I played my part in the delusion as much as she did. But the thing is, you just can't serve two masters, bro. I'm either gonna be a thought with shorty or I'm gonna be dating shorty. It's not gonna work out if you try to mix the two.
It's either I have to want love or I don't. And since before this story all the way until now, the answer is I do. And if I feel like Jayla isn't capable of providing that, then the right thing to do for me and for her is to cut her off. Meaning, if you're ever planning on getting an eater, make sure that you're a person who, as crazy as it sounds, doesn't want love for the foreseeable future. Because if you're forever a lover boy or girl and you're wondering, am I missing out on something by not having an eater? The answer is no. Whether you try it out for yourself or not, it's a canon event, bro. Just be prepared for the roller coaster that comes with it, because I proceeded with less caution than the Secret Service during a political debate, and now I gotta take this shot at Jayla with a tear in my eye. So I bust out my trump card. I plan one last date, one last grand gesture, because throughout this story, although it's not the most beautiful relationship ever, I really did get a chance to see sides of me that I like and sides of me that I wish stayed buried forever. But because I found so much out about myself through Jayla's nonsense, it seemed only right that I ended this as elegantly as possible. I don't remember what we did, but it was in the middle of the day, so it didn't require any sneaking. There was no big adventure, no crazy story. It was just two people on this thing we call a planet. And the only thing I really remember was that it was cold, like extremely cold. And as the hot chocolate in our hands grew colder in the parking lot of some random plaza, we had one last conversation.
And before we get into this, right, I want you guys to understand, I did shorten up this conversation. This isn't actually verbatim what we said, but the important thing that you guys need to catch and latch onto is the emotions that you're about to hear in the conversation. That was what I was really more so trying to illustrate here. Because by this being my first breakup and being Jayla's most painful. It might be Jayla's most painful breakup. I don't really know her history. I mean, it's a way she ended up like that, so it may not have been. But at the time, this is why I did say the video does kind of get serious, because you kind of do hear kind of what I was going through in that moment. It's just the reality of two individuals who didn't play their part correctly, and because of that situation that they put themselves in, they ended up just hurting the other individual. And because they didn't play their part correctly, the inexperience between both of them, or the unprofessionalism, I guess, between both of them just ended up hurting the other individual. But to just throw myself like a little bone real quick, right? Like a little life raft in the ocean of tears that Jayla could be crying for real. I just want to say it would have worked out and she didn't lie. Like, let's not forget that part. Like, I don't want us to forget that now. It would have worked out and she wasn't lying. Like, before we get into the serious stuff, you feel what I'm saying? I'm in the car with Jayla, right? Like facing this way. And our memories are just on repeat so heavy that she's right here and I literally could not look her way the entire time. And Jayla, on the other hand, is just looking out the window the whole entire time, not even looking at. And I feel like she could understand what this moment is about to be. So as I gather my last breaths of this situationship that has been gasping for air and struggling to become something real, I put the drink down, I rub my hands together, I rub my face. There's no rehearsals. This is really what happened. Like, this is the only moment that this happened. Quite literally, this chance to end it on a good note is all that I got. If I mess up here, we just gonna hate each other forever. And that car was so quiet that the movements of my body, the cut going down, the rubbing hand to face, got Jayla's attention to the point where I couldn't even hesitate no more. Like, I was on the clock. Like, she finally went from looking at the window to looking at me. So I started talking.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up? What's wrong?
I think
We should stop talking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
So you have nothing else to say?
I mean, I appreciate you
Mm-hmm.
and the time we spent together.
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
My fault. I've just never ended something before.
Yeah, I can tell.
Ouch. Okay, well, I don't want to get you mad, all right, or sad. You know, I don't ever want to be the
Okay.
reason you cry
Can
or
you
nothing
stop
like
that now? Please? Thank you? Like, God, this is so freaking dumb.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. Now what?
I don't know what people usually do at this part.
They leave, Stanley. They leave.
Oh, can you drive me back then? I didn't really think about that part. So
Yeah, I can tell. Come on, let's just end this already like you wanted, right? That's what's gonna make you happy, right?
I mean, not necessarily, but
No. You're doing what makes you happy. Good for you.
okay.
I was just so emotionally exhausted and drained that I didn't have the heart to turn this moment into an argument, which is what I ended up feeling like she wanted. Not to sound like holier than thou or something. I didn't want the last little bit of time that we had like together in this car to be ruined by just words. So after saying okay and continuing forward, right, I was hoping that the brief moment of silence between us would just make her see this scenario a little bit different. Instead of seeing it as something that's so horrible, maybe looking at it from a more positive lens. Spoiler alert, she didn't. She continued to huff and puff inside of the driver's seat while also trying to save face as if nothing that just happened in the last couple of seconds affected her, but the face that she was trying to save was doing a bad job, okay? Like, I could see that she was mad, I could see that she was upset, I could see that she was sad. And you know what, bro? Maybe in hindsight, that's exactly what's been the problem. Like, her feeling like she always has to hide her past, present, or emotions is low-key the exact reason why this just ended up not even working in the slightest. And especially with like, actually like me, like as a person. And not that I think everybody everybody thinks like this, but I want to be as open as possible with my partner as possible. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to feel like I have to hide something, nor do I want to hide something from anybody. Hiding and lying about stuff just feels like less than a human experience to me. And even though I was also hiding and lying about going through her phone, that was different. Like, come on, bro. Like, that was different. Like, cut me some slack. All right, come on, bro. I'm not perfect. And she wanted to date me for real, bro. Just treat me like a human. You know what I'm saying? Treat me like an equal. Don't treat me like somebody that's just dumb enough to go along with the things that you be trying to do in the shadows. You feel what I'm saying? That's all that I'm asking for. I don't think that's too much. Like, outside of her doing things for me just so that she could get what she wanted, I didn't feel equal with her. So with nothing left to say in this card, I'm just literally watching the emotions wash over this woman like an entitled wave. Okay, like I'm literally looking at her make like a face almost as if to say she's too good to like be going through this. Like, I'm not even joking. And that just left a bitter taste in my mouth, man, because it's like, even at the very end, I still feel like she like couldn't understand.
She puts the car into drive and we head straight to my parents' house. There's snow all over the road, so she's driving slowly, but somehow it was one of the fastest car rides of my life, because it hits me that I'm not gonna see her again ever. This girl that's been this roller coaster in my life, the first to a lot of things for me in my life, the worst and the best all mixed up into one person, was by my shoulder for one last time. And that almost got a tear out of me, regardless of what was on her phone.
And I feel like by now you guys can kind of identify all of the back and forth that's going on inside of my mind. Like, do I love Jayla? Do I hate Jayla? What's going on? And that is exactly what I want you guys to feel, because that's how I felt going through this time in my life. Like, a lot of it was clouded with confusion. So I was trying to do my best job to make you guys see I was confused about Shorty for real. My teenage mind was legitimately like processing the situation in like 10 megabytes per second. Okay, like I've seen American construction workers come up with a plan and put it together faster than my brain was putting together this whole situation. I promise. I was genuinely prepared for like a mountain of tears or something to like get me back like the first time, or some sort of manipulation. But when I got none of that, I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely shocked. I was not expecting that. With all of the highs and lows, the ebbs and flows of this relationship, it genuinely taught me to like expect the absolute worst. And if it's not that, then be satisfied with whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? Which is a horrible thing to ever want for yourself. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't want that for nobody. But even knowing that, that didn't stop the emotional connection that I had towards Shorty. But regardless about how I feel or felt about Jayla, I do try to pick my words carefully when I do talk about her. Everything that I told you guys about Jayla wasn't even the full story. And this series is now 2 hours long in its entire totality. And y'all probably know maybe 70% of everything that actually happened between us. Some things were literally too heinous for me to put it in this story. Some things were just, if I told you guys, would literally just be straight up a violation of privacy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, imagine you getting your first crush, like you get them. And just imagine y'all had a month together. Imagine everything that y'all could do in that month. You see what I'm saying? That's how much material I have had for this story. And that's why in totality, it took so long to make. So that's why I'm like, I would be doing you guys a disservice if I literally came on here and just spoke bad things about Jayla the whole entire video. Like, this is so much more than just that.
That's why in this story, you'll never truly hear me disrespect. I'll joke with y'all, call her a demon, and I might have slipped a thought or two in there because at minimum, she definitely sucked another dude's balloon at some point of us knowing each other. Like, come on, bro. But because she was never officially my girl and still treated me amazing up until she started hiding stuff from me while she was trying to be my girlfriend. We just ended up getting in each other's way and didn't mix well at all. So understanding that, but also understanding that we're not going to be ending on the greatest of terms, made me a bit sad. But one thing I can't ever forget is on the drive home, to really make me understand how much she was not messing with me.
A girl may not tell you how she feels sometimes, but man, there will be signs, bro. Bro, I swear, a mad shorty that doesn't want to talk to you, bro, they come pre-downloaded with the same instructions and the same emotes, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying in. Actually, I think this shirt got wings on it, but you get what I'm saying, bro. And I'm not making fun of her, all right? Everybody deals with things a specific way. The last one that I'm gonna bring up, that is me making fun of her. I'm not gonna lie. But these specific ones that I'm about to bring up, it's just funny because these are like, she's literally emoting on me, bro. Like, it's literally emote. First and foremost, the most universal one on this earth. I don't know how she was driving, but shorty had her feet facing the door handle. Shorty got talent. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She need to take that to F1, bro. She liked that. Next thing that she did, bro, I'm not gonna lie, not while driving, but shorties be hitting this face where they got like their mouth open and they got a brow up. Look, hold on, I'm gonna hit it. Okay, I don't know if I hit it that well, but she gave me the most confused, disgusted look on her face multiple times. Next thing that she started doing that let me know that I was cooked and I might not make it home safe, I need to call my parents, is the amount of "it's fine" that she lets out directly lets you know how not fine something is. And before we even got to like the first light, shorty done let out 5 "it's fines," bro. And I was terrified. Oh, and let's not forget, on top of the knees facing the door, right? I'm talking both hands on the steering wheel, dead man stare into traffic, and like sitting as far away basically on the window as possible, bro. Yeah, she was heated. Every red light was her sighing and crossing her arms together and rubbing her face, and that right there made me feel bad because shorty took her makeup serious, okay? For her to start touching up on her face, that's when, like, yeah, my fault. I could have probably delivered the breakup better, because now I could tell I really got you stressed out. It's not that there's some proper way to act or react to somebody breaking up with you. It's just the fact that you could do things, right, that I wasn't expecting you to do. And one of those things that I wasn't expecting her to do is the one coming up. That's the major one.
Yo, she blasted. Oh my goodness, bro. This is hilarious looking back. She full volume blasted "Your Love Is Suicidal" by YNW Melly. And man, bro, that was the last thing that she ever did for me. We pulled up to my house, I got out, and she waved goodbye. I did the same, and I fell to my knees as I watched her car drive away for one last time. Since then, I haven't seen her. We messaged maybe 4 times since, but nothing important. And that is the entire story of my first eater. Man, I'm kind of getting emotional now that this is over, that this series is over. This will 100% be the most personal story you guys ever get from me, bro. I've been holding on to this story for years.
The most important thing to remember, though, if I could leave you guys with anything, is that this is a hypothetical, okay? This is a hypothetical. It doesn't involve anyone. You know what I'm saying? This is just between me and y'all, okay? This doesn't involve any real life individuals. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys gave me the opportunity to share my life experiences with y'all. I just want y'all to know that I appreciate you so much, okay? And that will forever mean the world to me, okay? And who knows, there could be a part 5 because technically this video could hit the individual's radar, you know what I'm saying? And who knows where that goes from there. Let's hope that doesn't happen though. Oh my gosh, that would suck if it did happen. If there was really one thing that I wanted you guys to take away from this series, it is that you guys are not missing out on anything. There's a lot, okay, that comes with the lifestyle of the person who's with somebody just because they're attractive, or just because they're trying to hit, or just because they want to eat her. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it is just hype, bro. What you're giving to have that moment is not an equal exchange. You're gonna lose something as much as you're gonna gain something. I done seen people be down horrendously for women or for men, and it's just not a beautiful sight to see whatsoever. But what is a beautiful sight to see is that there is so much world, okay? There's so much life to live. There's so much sight to see, things to enjoy, to be fixated on a shorty or a dude or some eater. I'm telling you, you missing out if you do that. Look, realest thing I ever spit. If you weren't paying attention all the way up until now, pay attention for real. Don't let life dictate you. You go dictate life, because being addicted to a lifestyle that's not even for you is like getting in trouble for something that you didn't even want to do. I'm the storyteller of the video, so I didn't get to express it that much because I be trying to make y'all laugh and whatnot. But just understand, from this whole entire video situation, part 1, 2, 3, 4, niggas was hurt too, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was hurt. So go ahead, take your time, bro. Find somebody who matches you, not someone who's better than you, not someone who's worse than you. Find somebody who matches you, because if you think to yourself that the person who matches you isn't good enough, that just goes to show that you have some work to do, and that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with working on yourself. But then you'll be with somebody that's worth having you, and they'll enjoy you just as much. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of on my Phantom vibes right now. Yo, somebody make me a TikTok edit. Yo, I'm giving y'all life advice right now. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll chill. I'm sorry. Look, man, you don't need an eater. You don't need a month, okay? You need God. You need God, man. I'm joking. Look, I'm just saying, I didn't benefit from that situation at all, okay, bro? Outside of like making money on these YouTube videos, yeah, I benefited from that. But other than that, bro, I didn't benefit from this situation in the slightest. The only thing, if I really try to force it, the only thing that I could say it helped me with was like, if I wanted to know what I did or didn't want from my future partner, being in that interaction helped me figure that out. It just made it clearer what I would or wouldn't want from my future partner. But I could have got there at the end of the day without spending thousands of dollars to do that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I be like, I don't really feel like I benefited from that situation. But look, bro, at the absolute end of the day, what y'all do is none of my business. It's none of my business, bro. Y'all ain't even gotta listen to me for real, bro. I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not some love guru on YouTube, bro. I'm just a nigga with an animation channel who tells funny, embarrassing, fumbling stories on YouTube, bro. That's all. And that is the series. Let's freaking go.
So if you made it to the end, I really rock with you. I really appreciate you, genuinely, you. If you made it this far, sub up, please. Just join the Stampede. My goal is 800,000 subscribers by January 1st. We only need 1K a day, which is kind of what we've been doing already, and anything truly helps. With that being said, thank you guys, genuinely, for just enjoying this video with me and letting me share my life with you. Thank you for changing my life, being a part of my story, and most importantly, just being a part of my family. Hypothetically speaking, of course. With that being said, it's a wrap. Fade to black.